Welcome to Grandma Dathys Kitchen. I got a good one for you today. We're continuing with the series of the Dathys. And yes, we are still honoring Black History Month. And we have something special for you today. We're going to do Rasta Pasta. You remember I lived in Jamaica, and so I met plenty Rastas. And they are really, really nice men. Most of them are men. And so I learned a lot while I was old. My daughter, she can speak it. She can speak the dialect. It's a dialect they speak.
They say real Rastas don't eat pasta. Pasta is like a staple in everyday life, but I know a lot of Rastas do not eat pasta, but we didn't put the American twist to it. Yes. So, in honor of Black History Month, we are collabing again.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And we are going to be working together to put together this Rasta pasta for you guys. And so,
last night I put this is oxtails. I put them in the crock pot and just cooked them on low all night.
And we wanted them to fall off the bone.
Yes.
So that it can be in the pasta.
Right.
And we have this recipe on the link below, so you can see exactly how we made these oxtails. So the idea of Rasta pasta is some kind of jerked meat, stripped bell peppers, and whatever kind of pasta you prefer in a cheesy cream sauce. So we took all of our oxtail off the bone, and we're going to use our braised oxtails to be our Caribbean style meat. So you can do this with a stewed chicken, jerk shrimp. Jerk shrimp is a really good one. You can pretty much use any kind of meat that you would like Caribbean style, and put our tropical colored bell peppers, and we have the jerk seasoning that's gonna go in our cream sauce and some fun little spices, and we are going to make an awesome Rasta pasta.
So meet us at the stove, okay? All right.
Come on over.
So I'm going to cook the pasta, okay? So let's just drop it in. I got my water boiling. So let's just drop it in. And this is just salty water. I just put salt in the water. That's all I did, okay? All right.
Make it exactly how the directions say.
Yeah.
And now I am going to first start off sauteing my bell peppers. So I am going to melt down the butter, and I'm going to saute. I'll show you guys what it looks like.
So look, my pasta is in the water, and salty water, and it's going to take about 7 minutes.
And olive oil, about 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and now I'm just going to soften up these bell peppers and cook them down a little bit, just because we don't want them to have too much of a bite. And I'm going to toss them into that oil and butter. We're going to let it cook down for a grand total of about 5 minutes. Okay, so now they went from super hard to now they're flexible. So you just want to eyeball them. Once it's been about 5 minutes and now they're softened. And the next step, I'm going to use a tablespoon of garlic and till fragrant, because now these are ready to pull, because we don't want them broken down too much. And there goes the aromatics. I can smell that garlic now. So now we're going to pull these bell peppers out and start to make our cream sauce.
Mine is still cooking. They're not soft. We want them soft, see? So it's just a little bit too hard. So we're going to let them cook a little longer.
If you're a fan of bell peppers, this is a great dish. And if you're vegetarian or vegan or even pescatarian, switch up the meat. Don't use any meat. Vegan or vegetarian, RASTA pasta without any meat. And use milk substitute. So now we pulled all of the bell peppers out of the pot. And remember, all that fond, you can't see it because our pot is transparent, but all that fond, we want all of that. So we want all that bottom, all the goodies, right, at the bottom of the pan, Grandma?
Right.
We want all of that because that's what makes the best bases for a sauce. Remember, layers of flavor. And so now what I just did was just added equal parts of the oil to that flour. And now we're going to add some heavy whipping cream and we're going to whisk this roux in with the heavy whipping cream so that we can make our sauce. And we want to whisk those lumps out. We add the cold to the hot, and that's how those lumps are going to dissolve. And just give them a minute, trust the process, it'll all break on down.
It's soft.
There we go. Let's see. Those flour balls. Be right back to show you guys our next step. What I'm doing now is I have some mozzarella cheese. The next step after I make my sauce is just to add cheese. One of my favorite cheeses is mozzarella. So I'm just adding the mozzarella cheese, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna just melt in there. So you guys, if you guys prefer shredded, use shredded. I use shredded. This was straight from the block, so I went ahead and used what I had on hand and just sliced it. I could have shredded it, but it's just a little easier to just slice it. And because once cheese melts, it all does the same thing. What does it do? It gets ooey gooey, see? Ooey gooey. So don't worry about how you break it down, just break it down. And so I put about 1/4 of a block of mozzarella. I'm gonna put 2 big pinches of grated Parmesan and a big pinch of the shredded Parm. And that is going all I had to use, because I'm a real big fan of the Creole seasoning, I did a tablespoon of Cajun seasoning and a tablespoon of Creole seasoning. And I did a teaspoon of smoked paprika and a teaspoon of onion powder because we didn't use onions in this recipe. I don't prefer onions in a lot of my pasta just because I don't want to bite down on onion. I don't want it to be too harsh. So whatever seasonings to your liking, or you can put your favorite Cajun spices in this, make it your own.
Because remember, every dish, there's hundreds of ways to cook it. It's not just one way. And be creative and you know, just have fun with your food. You know, put a lot of love in it, you know. So because some people write me and they say, oh, that's not the way you do that. Listen, every recipe, there is hundreds of ways to cook it. Every recipe, not just one way, you know.
Yes, true. So see, we just want it in this way. I like mine's ooey gooey. If you don't like yours, your cheese pulling like that, you know, you don't have to have, you can make it as how you want to. But in our way, we want a cheese that pulls. So that mozzarella really did its thing. And so the next step is we're gonna add back in our bell peppers. You see how stringy that is? You know I love a good pull. If it does not pull like that, then I do not want it, okay? And so now here are all our beautiful oxtail meat. And remember, this, you can sub this out for whatever meat you want, or don't use any meat at all. Make it vegan style, however you want to do it.
That's right.
And now, creamy Cajun sauce. Now take it away, Grandma.
Okay. I'm going to drain the water first.
Yes, baby.
Look at
yes.
that, look at that, look at that. Look, smell it, smell it, smell it, smell it.
Yes. That's how you make a creamy, cheesy Cajun pasta. And we will be back to taste this for you guys. We gotta let you guys taste this, okay? We gotta taste this with you guys and tell you just how awesome this dish is. And last but certainly not least, we gotta put that jerk seasoning, because this is what's gonna give it that flavor.
Yeah, it's gonna give it that Jamaican flavor. We'll be back and show you what it looks like. There you have it. Look,
Rasta pasta.
Let's have a taste test.
Yes. Let's see how that meats.
So good.
I want some meat and I want some bell pepper. Those oxtail are amazing. So just remember that when you want to do quick pasta, try this. The oxtails, of course, aren't that quick. They take longer to cook, but my idea of it is just serve the oxtail with pasta. Even if you don't want to mix it in, you can just put the oxtail right over the top like we did, and then put it over the bed of cheese sauce and bell peppers, or we just bulked it up. So this is a great way to tie in the meal, make it a little bit more filling, and make the oxtail stretch a longer way. So we have meat all throughout it, and we have this baby, we put that right over the top. So this is a great dish to serve if you are serving oxtail. It cuts the cost because people will get full faster, you know, it's pasta.
And if you don't want oxtails, just make it without the oxtails. It's delicious.
Yeah, just the peppers and the cheese sauce. You guys seen that cheese sauce? Really good. What grade you give it, Grandma?
I give it an A+.
I give it an A++ because anytime the Dathys come together, we conquer.
Turn your notification bell on so that when I put up a new recipe, you will get a notice. Okay? All right? Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your co-workers to subscribe to Grandma Dathys Kitchen. And we do take requests. But before you request a recipe, make sure it's not on my channel already. Okay? Because we don't want to do a lot of duplicates, you know. Okay? It's 101 recipes. If you order one, I'll autograph it and send it back to you by return mail. And what you do is you go to Grandma Dathys Kitchen. That's our website. And that's how you order it. Okay?
Support Black businesses. It's Black History Month. Let's come together.
That's right. Tell your friends and the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see another episode of
The Dathys. Happy eating to you. I'm going to enjoy my RASTA pasta now.